From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we've seen some quiet weather for the day today, just some mostly cloudy skies and temperatures into the 40s, 41 degrees right now in Lansing and Charlotte, 40 in Mason and Jackson, and 41 down in Hillsdale. We're looking at satellite and radar, and it's looking like there's some rain showers moving in, but those rain showers aren't making its way to the ground. We'll start to see maybe the chance for some rain and snow showers moving into later on tonight as our temperatures fall back down into the 30s, and they'll start off into the 30s for our Wednesday. All the details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News at 5.
Fire damages a Perry business compounded by the fact it's weeks before Christmas. It's our top story today at 5. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. Just a few hours ago, firefighters rushed to the scene of Williams Furniture at the corner of Main Street and Bath Road in Perry. According to a worker at a nearby business, the fire began around 1:30 this afternoon. At this time, it's not known how extensive the damage is, how the fire started, or if there are any injuries. Be sure to stay with 6 News. We'll hear from neighbors and the fire chief tonight on 6 News at 6. Well, Michigan could soon start requiring tobacco licenses for anyone selling cigarettes or vaporizers. Supporters say it's going to help stop kids from getting a hold of illegal and unregulated products. Nick Simon is here for you with an update on this debate and which bills will be moving to a vote on the House floor.
Sherry, if all these bills were to pass, it would mean you couldn't buy any flavored nicotine products, including certain types of vaporizers, mini cigars, and hookah. It would also shift criminal prosecutions away from kids that buy tobacco and start punishing the stores that sell it to them even harder. Opponents of these bills see it as an extra layer of regulation on an already overburdened industry. And cigarette sellers pointed out that they already have strict policies against selling to minors. Others took issue with bans on flavors like menthol, and they worry that it's just another way for the legal system to target African Americans. But supporters of the bill say that it will make a huge impact on the number of people that get addicted to nicotine, especially kids, and that's going to be a net benefit for the community.
Tobacco has become so trendy now with the flavors and the marketing to kids. You have bubblegum flavor vapes, and you have raspberry flavor vapes, and you have green apple, and they're kind of like cotton candy. They kind of attract kids. As older menthol smokers that smoke cigarettes die off, you have to replace these menthol smokers. It's not racist. What's racist is to continue to fill black lungs and minorities' lungs with tobacco products.
The committee only had enough time in today's schedule to pass a portion of these bills onto a full House vote, including the ones that have to deal with penalties for selling to minors and licenses. The other bills on the list are going to need a little more time in committee, but time is running out. There are only a handful more meetings before the new year to make this happen.
All right, thank you for that report, Nick. Also happening today at the Capitol, advocates, community leaders, and supporters of the Drive Safe legislation gathered for driver's licenses approval for all. Now, Drive Safe, which stands for Safety, Access, Freedom, and the Economy, would restore access to driver's license for all Michiganders, regardless of their immigration status. Supporters say the package of bills would boost public safety, uplift economic opportunities, and deliver dignity for marginalized communities.
Why not vote this through? There's no harm. These people are not going to vote. That's a false argument, which I pointed out in my talk. They don't want to get permanently sent away from the United States of America by attempting to vote. We're not solving the immigration crisis. That's a federal job. This is a state issue, and state legislators need to step up, do the right thing, and take this vote.
Advocates want lawmakers to act now as the legislature enters its final days of its current session. Well, on the national political front now, several of President-elect Donald Trump's cabinet picks, including Kash Patel, Tulsi Gabbard, and Pete Hegseth, returned to Capitol Hill today as they try to build support to get Senate confirmation. Torian Small is here for you with the latest on the Trump transition.
Pete Hegseth continues to press his case with senators to lead the Pentagon a day after his second meeting with Iowa Republican Senator Joni Ernst, the Senate's first female combat veteran and a survivor of sexual assault.
I would never speak for Senator Ernst, but I appreciate the time. It was an amazing conversation.
Ernst didn't say she'd vote for Hegseth's confirmation, but did say she would support him through the process. President-elect Trump's choice for defense secretary faces allegations including sexual misconduct and excessive drinking. Moderate Republican Senator Susan Collins meets with him tomorrow.
I'm going to be asking him on everything from his position on Ukraine, on sexual assault in the military, on the role of women in combat.
Trump's recent comment that lawmakers who served on the January 6th committee investigating the Capitol riot should go to jail is sparking a reaction.
There's nothing we did as a January 6th select committee that violates the law.
That's not something that Congress is going to have anything to do with, so that's entirely up to the president.
And in a social media post Tuesday afternoon, Trump said that any person or company investing at least $1 billion in the U.S. will receive expedited approvals and permits. Torian Small, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Well, the Waldemar Nature Association has been awarded a grant of a little more than $23,000 from the State of Michigan Arts and Culture Council. The funds will help restore the historic Moon Cabin and support other programs at Waldemar. The Moon Cabin was built in 1860 and was once the childhood home of well-known Lansing architect Darius Moon. It was moved from its original location to Waldemar back in 1980 and has since been used for environmental education and community programs. In the meantime, Eaton and Clinton counties are among several getting part of an $8 million in land and water conservation fund grants from the DNR. That funding will support things like outdoor ice arena improvements, a township playscape, an ADA accessible outdoor viewing platform, trails, splash pads, and a whole lot more. For more on this story, including a full list of counties receiving the money, just head to our website, WLNS.com. Well, the holiday season is a time for celebration, but you know what? It's also a time when impaired driving-related crashes spike. And that's why before the upcoming holidays, police agencies throughout Michigan are taking part in the Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. To help keep all roadway users safe during the winter holidays, there will be expanded enforcement with increased patrols from December 11th to January 1st, with zero tolerance for those who drive impaired. During this nearly 3-week campaign, there will be increased enforcement and messaging about the dangers of driving impaired. In 2023, nearly 41% of all fatalities on Michigan roadways involved alcohol and/or drugs.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we saw a quiet day today with a mix of clouds and sunshine, and now those clouds have returned to the forecast. In fact, we saw temperatures still in the 40s today, a high of 42 degrees and a low of about 36 degrees, sitting into the low 40s right now, 41 degrees. Overall, we're still seeing just a little bit of some color on the sunset here in Grand Ledge, and we're seeing temperatures 42 degrees or the high, and 41 degrees is the temperature right now after a low of 35 degrees. Still down in Hillsdale, we're still seeing a little bit of some sunshine, 45 degrees for the day today, 41 degrees right now, after a morning low of about 37 degrees. Now our final stop, we're seeing a beautiful sunset down in Jackson, 40 degrees right now after a high of 44 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. Now satellite radar is showing that we have some rain showers moving in, but none of these rain showers are making it to the ground as we're still having some drier air at the surface. But that's all going to change in the next 24 to 48 hours as we add in some colder air moving in, and that's going to kick off some snow showers and some gusty winds over the next couple of days. Let's take a look at tonight first. We're going to see those temperatures back into the 30s, 30 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and the chance for some scattered rain and snow showers moving in. Let's take a look at that outer precision cast. I think we're going to stay mostly dry, but as we head into the day tomorrow morning, that's when we're going to see possibly some flakes. So we might wake up to some dusting of some snow showers on your cars tomorrow morning. Then as we head throughout the day, we'll stay dry and maybe just having a little bit of a lake effect snow band setting up from Hastings down into Jackson. But again, it all depends on where the snow band sets up, where we could see some higher accumulations. But then once we head into tomorrow afternoon and evening, that's when the snow will really start to pick up. In fact, that's why we are also seeing that those temperatures are going to be into the 30s tomorrow, 32 to 31 degrees for the day, dropping drastically once that cold front passes. And that's why we do have those winter weather advisories for most of mid-Michigan. In fact, we're going to be seeing it from Wednesday morning to Thursday night for heavy snow, strong wind, and the chance for some hazardous weather travel as we head throughout the next couple of days. So once this cold front passes, it's going to kick up the lake effect snow machine, and that's going to bring in lake effect snow showers from Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night, and that will be where we're going to see the heaviest bands set up. Now, we're still not sure where they're going to be setting up, but in those heavier bands, that's where we could see the heaviest snow and the highest totals of the day overall. Now, as you can see on our precision cast, most of us are going to see 1 to 2 inches possible, but as you get closer to the lake, that's where you could see the 3 to 6, maybe even higher than that into those snowfall amounts. But as you can see on our 6-day forecast, once we're done with the snowfall, we're going to start to see some very cold temperatures into Thursday. So our focus goes from snow to cold on Thursday, but then as we head into the weekend, we'll see those temperatures warming right back up into the 30s and 40s and back into the 40s for the beginning of next work week, with a few chances of some rain and snow.
Well, if you have to do some errands, I hope you got them done today.
Exactly.
We have some snow tomorrow. All right, thanks, Kelsey. Well, 6 News is continuing another holiday tradition this year, and we're asking for your help. We would like to recognize remarkable women here in mid-Michigan who make a difference for their families and the greater community. To make a submission, just click on the Remarkable Women section of our website, WLNS.com, and tell us all about the remarkable woman in your life. We'll pick 4 women and profile them during Women's History Month. That's coming up in March. You have until December 20th to nominate someone.